Okay. Mainly, we didn't do anything for the last 90 minutes or so. I want to cut that from the game part of the stream. I'll just make it separate.
Riddle, thank you kindly for everything, Surge. I have heard much of what has happened. We cannot allow Lynx to carry on like this. I owe you a debt of gratitude, so I would like to fight alongside you. I may be inexperienced in battle, but I hope you will find me helpful.
Riddle join your party.
Riddle, you seem very tired. I recommend that you rest.
Karsh, what the? Viper, they have come.
Riddle, you look much better, Daddy.
Viper, sorry to worry you. Viper, well, thanks to Marcy. Sorry to trouble you like this, Marcy. But Viper, looks like I worried everyone as well. Karsh, damn. She face Lynx, your 9 lives are up. Karsh, I recognize that voice. So, indeed. Harlequin. Karsh, wait, Surge. Carl, Surge. Kiddly Lynx, today's the day to finish you off. Hurl, what are you doing, Monsieur Lynx? She is non-enemy. And she's not second, you know.
Surge Hayashi is indeed Kid. However, right now we are the one who's Lynx. And I am Surge of once our roles were reversed to solve our problems. To her killing you will avenge Luca.
Sergeant right, kid. Kid, yeah, I'll put an end to Lynx today. And avenge Luca. Karsh, Surge, I think we'd better retreat for now.
Sarge, give it up. We have the shack completely surrounded. There's no way you can escape.
too. Virgo, we'll see about that. Fargo, Surge, hop on. Surge, damn, they got away. Anyway, this is only the beginning of everything. Fargo, good work, Polly. Polly, a GOA. Captain, the others are safely aboard. Fargo, good. Kid, hey, Sarge, how about you and me team up for a while? For crying out loud, would you just shut the pan and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry ass so hard you'll kiss the moons. Kid, just you wait, Lynx. Today's gonna be the day of reckoning. Say your prayers, not that it'll do y'all any good. Kid, I've headed up to Hero with you. Kid, you know. This is the end of you, Lynx. Say your prayers. Harl Surge. You know, I wonder why Hurl has it in for kids so much. Harl, tell me what is the most important thing in your life. Ask yourself what you can do, and what you need to do in order to attain it. Harl, if not you, then whom? If not now, then when? Right, Surge? Sorry to hear about what happened, but just keep your distance, eh? Lynx, not the captain already told us about you. But no matter how you look at it, you do look like Lynx. Ahoy, mateys, how goes it? We're just about to leave, just dropping by. Oh yeah, the captain was looking for ya. I'll get in deep trouble if I let you leave. Fargo Viper, let's settle this old score once and for all. Prepare yourself. Viper, Is that you, Sarge? Fargo? Our duel will have to wait. I need to have a talk with Serge. Fargo, have it your world. Viper Surge Lynx has headed to the Sea of Eden. We must do everything in our power to prevent him from obtaining the frozen flame. I shall lend a hand. We must put a stop to him. General Viper joined your party. Fargo, Arg, what the heck? Fargo, hey, Surge, I'll help you out too. You saved me life twice already. And I guess I already know too much. I can't just sit around and ignore the situation. Fargo joined your party. Fargo Viper, I'll deal with you later. Once we put an end to the situation in your mind. Viper, very well, I will not run from you. I will be happy to accept your challenge. What? Marcy, we're coming too. I hope that's okay with you, Serge. Marcy Light joined your party. So, I too would like to help. There is no point in my not fighting. Plus, you saved Miss Riddle. Accept this gesture as a token of my appreciation. Zoa joined your party. Viper, shall we be on our way, Surge? Okay. So like I said, when we're here in the other world. The home world. I didn't get past this point in the game the last time I actually set out to play the game. So if you know spoilers for this, please keep them to yourself. Fargo, I didn't. Fargo, do you know how to get through here? Harl, you wish to know. Harl, this place is Khaled's Pearly Gates. This used to be the only entrance to this Eden. However, legend says no one has been able to see it or approach it since Zedragon sealed his evil flame. Fargo, then how are we supposed to get in? Harl, you need the powers of Zedragons that sealed the flame. You must break they seal off's pearly gates with relics from each of they 6 dragons. Fargo relics break the seal. You mean here? Harlnon, the true gate to the Sea of Eden is not here. It is in the other one where the Dead Sea lies. Fargo, so where are we supposed to find the 6 dragons? Harl, you will find them scattered around both worlds. They will be easy to find with all the legends about dragons throughout the islands. Harl, Oo, and Monsieur Lynx. The other Monsieur Lynx disguised as Surge is already in here. That is because his appearance is that of Surge. Fargo, what do you mean? Harl, even if you are able to get all 6 dragon relics, you will not be able to make it inside as Monsieur Lynx. Fargo, then what are we supposed to do? Hara, Dragon Terror. That is all I can tell you. Now it's my turn to toast and question. Harl, Monsieur Lynx. Harl, if you had to choose between the world or my, which would you choose? Is this a trick question? I get a feeling this is a trick question. Harl, Tiska. Well, really. So you know an alignment charts. You have like good versus evil. And order versus chaos. So evil is really a reflection of selfishness. The most good person will always pick the needs of the many over the needs of the few or the one. However, that comes with the express condition that the needs of the many are also not a selfish need. So housing, food, medicine, water are all necessary needs. So picking an option that gives that to everyone would be preferable to an option that only gives it to a few. But when you're given a more blunt world, or your lover type of question, this question comes up a lot in morality questions. So if you pick your lover over the world, what is the consequences if your lover then hates you for it? Hence, a trick question. Me or the world? What if both result in losing the lover? Like it's not even a meth thing. So given a fictional context, pick the world.
Riddle. I wish you well.
Harl, why must I have to tell him such things? You are such an idiot, Harl. Starkey, what's wrong, Harl? There is fluid coming out of your eyes. Harl, oh, it's you, Starkey. It's nothing, don't worry about it. Starkey, something is different. Starkey can tell Harl makeup doesn't look the same today. Starkey don't think it's nothing like you say. Why do you lie to me, Harrow? the card. Okay, okay. I guess I cannot fool you. Pearl, listen, Starkey says is called a tear. It's something that flows from your eyes' natural element when you are sad, when you hurt. Starkey tear to cry. So water comes out from eyes when you are sad. Are you sad so you can wash your face with tear? Harl say go to sleep. Starkey. And don't tell anyone he was crying. You promise you will not tell. Starkey League promises. Starkey will promise not to tell anyone that Tharl was crying. Starkey, wait a minute crying means the Tharl is sad. But why? Harl, even though we are close, I cannot tell you that. Harl, you will find out eventually, Starkey, if that time comes. Harl, every problem has a solution, I hope. So something I guess back when I played this the previous time. Why is there only one kid and one Harl? Wouldn't there be two if they were born in those worlds? Sky Dragon, listen humans. I am the Sky Dragon of the White Element. Sky Dragon, first gain the protection of the 5 dragons of the world. Water Dragon, Earth Dragon, Fire Dragon, Black Dragon, and Green Dragon. Return to me only once thou hast gained all of them. Something seems to be strange up there. Ah, no, no. I'm not going, but you can go check for yourself. I call cold sweat. Fargo a landlubber. Fargo are you? Fargo, don't even associate yourself with me. You're being a sissy, Fargo. You're pathetic. I too had the possibility of becoming a jelly belly bill like yourself. Fargo. Fargo, I know about the plan. We're moving this ship along with Nicky's to Marbule and showering the island with his song at full volume. Once the dream spirits awaken, we'll defeat him one by one. Fargo, me ship, the Zelbus this ship can no longer set sail, he can't steer it. Fargo, whisking it anyway. Oh my god, Windows quit copying the wrong theme. Fargo, listen up, mateys. This ship is no longer the Zelbis, but the S. Invincible. Set a course for Marbule and man your stations. Fargo, it's useless. Fargo, we'll see about that. Come on, everyone. We're going to take back our beautiful island of Marbule. Way, let's do it. Oh yeah. Fargo, how the... Fargo, you don't even know that. The desire to return Toon's home is steereth ship forward. Fargo, you mean the demihumans. Fargo, once the ship reaches Marbule, Nikki will begin his concert. We gotta do what we can to wake those monsters from their nightmare. So long, Fargo. I've come to me senses. It's time you did the same. Sage, hey, it looks like they finally did it. Behold, my people Marbule is straight ahead. Sage, well then it's about time we get down to business. Adrift from how many dreams have I awakened? How many morrows have passed? The days when victory meant everything have come to an end. Yesterday's friends become tomorrow's foes. So flow the days filled with betrayal and enmity. Once one reaches the summit, all that remains is one's inevitable downfall. All has become lost, the innumerable wounds, once decorations of glory, have begun instead to ache. Have I awoken? Where might I be? Could this be the grave off Narwhales that is said to lie hidden in the seas? Where am I? so I am all alone. Just sits far to like Sablexa. Betrayed by the very ones in whom I trusted. Gone are the friends with whom I shared my dreams alone, with no lover to share my sorrows. Hid is someone thither. Or hither. Is it thee, my Saviour sweet? I am a manly runner. Be thou not a merry maiden, but am our maiden. Thou art surprised. Only that one such as thee would help a human like me. My eternal gratitude is thine, sweet siren of the sun. Only that one such as thee would help a human like me. My eternal gratitude is thine, sweet siren of the sea. 'Twas but the proper thing. Why art thou alone here? Whence cometh thee wounds that afflict thee so? Why art thou alone here? Whence cometh thee wounds that afflict thee so? 'Tis too sad a tale to tell on so fair. If thou wishest not to speak of such things, I shan't force thee to tell them unto me. Instead, kind sir, may I inquire as to the world from which thou comest? Enough that shall suffice. What a wretched, woeful tale thou tellest. Thou needest not fight ere more. The world from whence thou comest lacketh any form of pleasure. Pleasure. Dear Sir Lorman, let me hear the song that thou likest best. A splendid song from a faraway world unknown to the likes of us. A song? I know not of such things. Wherefore wouldst thou hear my croonings, Neptunian nymph? Surely there is not to be gained from them. What a poor, miserable man thou art! Songs are the soul's delight. When one is sad, songs gently envelop one's sorrows. And when one is happy, songs are there to share the joy with thee. That is the very essence of song. So thou sayest. Unfortunately, singing is no relevance to me. I long since forgot how to laugh and how to cry. How awfully nostalgic. I feel as though I have heard that song before, somewhere long ago. A mysterious melody that bathes one in a warm day. It is a precious song handed down generation to generation on my island. It seems to have reached the heart of the Hope Knowest Not of song. Now make me a promise. Repay me for saving you by singing the song for me. Hold on, such a thing you cannot do. Cannot is different from will not. Please promise to grant this one petition. Wait, do not go. Sigh, as I thought I am unable to perform such music. Thou seemest troubled. Who might you be? Our sister shan't come out again until thou singest. Please, I beg of thee, teach me how to sing. Music and song are not something that thou canst teach or learn. They are things that thou must feel. First, try playing the notes. That is terrible, void of all emotion. Thou needst not be proficient so long as thou expressest thy true feelings. The thoughts of thy heart that words cannot express. Let thine instrument tell us what thou wishest to say. Tis better get up. Thou art a kind man, we can tell from the sound thou makest. He thou hast got it, tis becoming fun. Well, what thinkest thee? 'Tis beautiful each note, and wraps me very soul. If ever thou art sorrowed and at the limits of despair, then croon the song and remember, dear this very moment, the time when our hearts began to beat at one rhythm. And know that our song will continue on forevermore. Hello? The stars doth twinkle in accord with our song. The brighter one is the star of Diarmuid. And next to it the star of Grania can be seen shining so faintly. We mariners navigate our vessels by these two stars. Thou art a knowledge woman. I never knew the names of such luminaries. I just saw them as jewels that shine in the night sky. I didn't realize that stars could look so beautiful. I never took the time to gaze at them like this before, nor heard the song that they had been singing unto him. Now that I have spent what seems like days singing here with thee, I have come to realize that there is more than what seems to be. The twinkling of the stars, the waving of the waves, even silence itself. All sing in harmony with thee and in with thee. 'Tis strange to think that both thy world and mine share the same stars. Speaking of which, I must soon return to my world. Wherefore, dear sir, thou dost not like it here. My pursuers deny me staying here will endanger thy people. Then allow me to come with thee, sweet sir. I cannot allow such a thing. One step out of here lay a treacherous tempest and woeful warfare. Yet, even then, thou sayest thou shalt come with me. I know that for a certainto. Yet for this place only to have peace while the whole world is at war is a great selfishness. Perhaps the love we share can be shared with the whole world. Both nature and mankind must surely desire to live hand in hand. Then come to me, thou sweet sea sprite. When the whole world hath come to live in heavenly harmony. Upon that day shall he bring thee back to this idyllic isle. Then and only then, will both our worlds have peace between nature and human folk, and resonate in chorus with our anthem dear. Together, let us build that new world. Come, dear maiden, come.
Fargo.
Fargo, oh Zeldas, does this song call out to your heart?
He taught me this song.
For a long time, I've been trying to regain what he lost, but to no avail. But now I feel as if the one important thing has finally returned. Thanks to the irreplaceable treasure you left behind. Fargo, so you're happy for me too. Fargo, even though she said that, I too was unable to fulfill the promise he made Zeldas. Her dream is also my dream. Zeldas promised never to use this attack again, but there is no avoiding it. Please forgive me this time. I will protect you. Fargo broke the seal of Invincible. Fargo, alright then, I'll show you how serious I can get. It's time for me to let loose in Margul. The great explorer Toma. Hey, you guys. I'm sure you've noticed, but something ain't right. I know they're harmless, but they've grown in numbers. If these monsters are somebody's bad dreams, then his. Or what? Dream, then does that mean that if these monsters see, someone or something will wake up? I bet the dreamer is 10 times as nasty as this nightmare. It's probably some big, huge, gnarly dragon. Actually, Sir Toma, I think we're about done here. The great explorer Toma Eryi. Well, I think I'm through with my investigation here. Don't get the wrong idea, it's not that I'm scared or anything. Well, take care. I see these are going to just be a series of easy fights. Feral Cats, my favorite Link's move. What makes you think a big cat would make a good pet? There are hybrid pet cats that people confuse for big cats. Imagine how big the litter box has to be. There's a YouTube channel where someone owns like a wild animal refuge. And like, if a little cat gets into the cage with a big cat, game's over because the big cat's hunting instinct kicks in. Fortunately, they didn't have that happen. But the size of their refuge makes me think some people just want to be around animals. Also, keep in mind that all cats can climb. You can't just give a cat an outside pen and not expect them to want to see what is outside. Heck, even when you have a pet cat, it never wants to stay in whatever room you play with it. The cats I had always would decide to throw up onto the carpet, even though they're standing on the floor. I don't know. I think all these weak fights makes it feel like busy work. dragon's cry can be heard in the distance. Nikki, thank you. Words cannot express how I feel inside. This event has allowed me to see myself differently. I hope to share this feeling with not only humans, but with all living creatures. Nikki, thank you for opening my father's eyes to reality. I'm sure Marvel will thrive with beauty again. When that day comes, I would like to perform there again. Fargo, no, Nikki. I'm the one who needs to give thanks. She's also a manifestation of myself. That's why I'm able to understand her feelings. But I can't keep that feeling bottled up forever. That's what she helped me realize. And all thanks to you. I'll be right back.